What's up, guys? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and we'll bring you some Battlefield Bad Company action. This is a team deathmatch. Well, it's a squad team deathmatch, and it's on Isla Incenties, or whatever the fuck you say that name is. And I'm gonna give my first review of Battlefield Bad Company. I know you're all eager to hear what a good player's review is. Um, Modern Warfare 2 is dead. I know a lot of you probably won't agree with me on this, but it's dead to me. I have no desire to play the thing again. You see King of the Ill there. I actually traded my PS3 copy of Modern Warfare 2 in, because I have no desire to play it. I still have my Xbox copy of Modern Warfare 2 in case, you know, people don't want to watch videos of this, want to see more Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. But I will be spending majority of my time on this game right here because it is 1,000 times better of a shooter game than Modern Warfare even wanted to be. It just doesn't have the frustrating shit. Yes, it has the tank, it has the tank whores, and it has the chopper pilots, but that's standard stuff. No tank whore can ever be as annoying as a guy with a danger close noob tube with painkiller on. Painkiller is a horrible, horrible, horrible idea, and I'm glad Infinity Ward's presidents got fired. They should have got fired over that idea. As you can see, we got Clutch Man here rolling around in his Bradley. And let's just give you some good tips and tricks, because every tips and tricks videos I've seen so far has been amateur stuff. This game does not have prone, which and it probably will never have prone. The key to doing good in maps where it's bigger than this is one of the smaller maps in the game. The key to doing good on maps that bigger than this one right here is to use the vegetation. You have camouflage on your character and use it to the best of your ability. Your vegetation, and basically you want to camp a little more than you normally would like. This is not a run and gun game. You will never do good running and gunning. If people are going to be, saying that that's a lie and so on and so forth. But let me tell you this, Bigfoot has his spotters. Every now and then you might get a good game running gunning, but for the most part, no kit is designed enough to basically take a team out by itself. I'm not saying this might later on if it has the same problems that plagued the original Battlefield, which was the spawn system. This pretty much plagues every first-person shooter game. The original Battlefield, people figured out where people would spawn at. There'd be like 6 or 7 points per crate that people could spawn on, and they could basically stand behind them and knife them. They kind of alleviated this problem with this entry by spawning 2 or 3 sections looking at each other. So there's no spawn point that, as I've seen so far, that doesn't have another spawn point where the guy spawns and looks directly at that spawn point, giving the guy a chance to take out a knife or something of that, or something like that. Mainly started out using the assault rifles because I wanted to unlock the M16 as early as possible, because I don't really see myself sniping a whole lot in this game. I used to be a really big snipe fanatic, but I kind of moved away from that and more onto the actual, killing weapons that are easy to kill more than finesse weapons. I'll still be doing probably a great deal of sniping, but I like to learn the maps first, and I'll stick to the assault and engineer kits, because I hate chasing somebody down with a med pack like a fat kid running after cake. And as you can see here, I think this is probably the first video I've seen that anybody pulled a real positive score on. I have to say, I don't know how long this will take till it gets up, but as of I'm recording it now, 10:05 on the day it's out, this is the biggest kill death ratio I've seen thus far. I do have a bigger one than this. I do have a 23-1 on the map with all the water. I don't know what it's called, and also have a 28-5 on the snow map on squad team deathmatch. I figured squad team deathmatch would be the best place to post machinima videos on because of the time limits. like a rush game can, they don't really rush over. A rush game can last an hour, hour and a half, in some cases, whereas one of these spawn team deathmatch can last 10 to 15 minutes. One thing I don't like about the game is the way it feels disheartening to a lower level. I didn't get my copy till late in the day, about 4 o'clock, and basically there's like people level 8 or 9 that have stuff unlocked that just greatly overpowers you, such as, federal grain bullets and like leg enhancements and some of the perks, and it destroys you pretty much out the gate. You're at a disadvantage, but it's nowhere near as bad as something like a painkiller, spawning on top of you. I hate painkiller. This is probably what the death streaks is probably what leaves me away from Modern Warfare 2. That and the shitty spawn system. Their spawn system's way worse than this. Way. I've never had a game that would spawn enemies behind me on purpose. I guess it won't. I guess they try to take the game way too mainstream. Whereas DICE, I think everybody should send DICE a crown and some cake for making probably the greatest FPS game ever in Battlefield Bad Company 2. I've only played it for maybe 3 hours. I already can tell you I'm in love with this game. This is what MAG wanted it to be. It kind of mixes the elements of Bad Company 1 and Call of Duty series together. Like, instead of having to only get healed by a medic, you will slowly regenerate health over a minute or so. And the medic will speed up that process. That gives you more self-sufficiencies. You don't, like in the original Bad Company, you would have to actually pick up somebody else's kit, stick yourself with the injector, or throw a health pack down, switch back to the kit you want if you ran like an engineer or recon. This, if you just can hide away. There also, the original Bad Company, another flaw that was in it is like if you got hit, you basically had a red dot above your head for 10 seconds. Here they have the spot system, which is they redefined throughout the beta and the demo. It's almost perfect now. It only lasts a little while, and if you take your eyes off of it for a set period of time, you no longer know where the enemy is. Neither does your team, so you can't call them out towards your team. I like how this game also forms to players that aren't as good. Like, you do not have to be an ace on the stick or a good gun to get satisfaction out of this game, or be a helpful part of your team. Like, I'm basically what you call a main slayer on all my teams. I'm really good at killing people. I'm really good at moving. I understand how people move and how spawns work. But say, my buddy FL Car guy, Andrew, I've never seen him post real good scores on the stick, but he's always been the kind of like a team player type guy. He's always been the guy who take out the Stinger missile, or on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, or on this, he's always the guy going after the tank or playing the medic kit. And there's room for those kind of people too, because if you're strictly a medic kit using your defibrillator and med pack, you'll be very much appreciated on any team. I can see a guy going 5 and 19, but if he's giving you help all match and you end up going 30 and 2, you ain't gonna be mad at him. Maybe if it's on squad team deathmatch, but even then he's kept you alive. And if maybe you're just doing your bad part as the main slayer, I don't know. I'm looking at the score right now. I got the 15 kills. I picked this game over the other games because it's got a lot more action in it. It's on one of the smaller maps of the game. I currently have the red dot unlocked as I'm doing this commentary. I'm probably going to get back on and play some more right here in a minute. Probably going to lean more toward the sniper rifle and try to get some sniping done. But I have the red dot unlocked, and if you find yourself struggling with the iron sights, get that red dot. It helps out tremendously. As for that, I recommend picking up Bad Company 2, but if you find yourself struggling with any other shooter besides Call of Duty, I suggest not buying it whatsoever. And especially if you've never liked any other shooter besides Call of Duty, because it does have the arcade feel to it, but it feels more like a generic military first-person experience than a arcade, shoot 'em up. whereas you have to use teamwork to defeat the vehicles, and you can't do anything by yourself generally. The closest thing you can do by yourself on this game is to take out an enemy crate. That's by planting a charge on it. Anything else will basically, if you try to take a tank out by yourself, you end up getting killed because it takes like 3 or 4 rockets. Or if you try to take a helicopter out by yourself, you have to be a really good RPG shot. But coming to the edge of the video, you see I hit level 3 there. It's your boy, Wings of Redemption. If you enjoy these videos, let me know and tell me what you want to see.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.